invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. We're going to jump right into this one, man. Happy Sunday to everybody enjoying the weekend. Probably one of the best things we're all doing. Are the markets boring? Are they giving us entries? Well, that's what we're going to cover right now. I've been eyeing CFX, and I think we got some great possibilities for CFX. Possibly going to be going long on this one really soon. This thing's looking like it's gearing up. This is kind of the boring part sometimes when you're setting up a trade. So we're going to talk about that, see what's going on in the markets. We're seeing like, hey, maybe they want to wake up. Maybe they want to go up. We'll see what's going on with that. We're live streaming on YouTube, X, and Party as well. So welcome in, everybody. We got the overall crypto market cap at $3.8 trillion market cap. Bitcoin at 111,000 and some change. Ethereum at 4,300. XRP at 290. BNB continues to rally back to back. BNB is not playing around, fam. BNB is pumping hard. And we see that in XPX because of our asset backing. So right now, because of all that asset backing, we got $51,000, almost $52,000 in asset backing. It keeps going up. That smart contract really does work. Shout out to Smart DeFi, which we'll talk about in just a bit as well. But seeing BNB just like do its own thing like it likes to do is pretty exciting, right? It's something that I like to see. It's just doing its own thing, that is for sure. So BNB looking good at 874. Solana still holding strong even with the markets. Like I said yesterday, I know that they're not that exciting. They almost feel a bit boring. Nonetheless, these prices are all prices we would be very happy with months ago. So the fact that even when the markets are pulling back, we're holding on to these prices that we wish we would have had a long time ago, I am very grateful. Just enjoying the weekend like a lot of us should. We're at the right place, right time. This is your .com moment. What are you going to do with it, man? Are you going to paper hand it? Are you going to mess this thing up? That's really up to you. And the stories you'll be telling later on. So Solana holding well over $200. Dogecoin seeing a little bit of an uptick as well. We got Tron up here, Cardano doing this thing, not yet quite at $1, but I'm sure Cardano will get right back over $1. Sui will get right back over $4. You know, these things are just looking really good. You might want to load up on these other ICOs while you still got a chance before they turn into the next XRPs themselves. Looking at XLM at 36 cents, we might as well say that because I don't think it's going to stay there forever as well. You got Hedera at 21 cents. Again, a lot of these is just accumulate as much as you can and hold them because we're in a different level of adoption than ever before. You got money coming in, you got ETFs, you got institutions, you got the whole United States passing laws back to back. This thing gets more and more orange every single day. So yeah, are we going to have short-term volatility? Are we going to have some shakeouts before the breakouts? Absolutely. That's just the nature of the game. But let's go over here to the daily chart. On BTC, this is what I'm looking at right now. This daily chart right now is printing a nice green candle. It is a doji candle, so we're keeping an eye on it. But nonetheless, it is printing a green candle, and this is good for us, right? Because we got the parabolic SAR. It says go long. We got some, crosses on the bottom. We still don't got the blunt house green signal over here, which that's what I like to have, right? I like to have that combination of both of these signals say, hey, go long because hey, that's what we need on the board right now. So right now we'll break it down to the 4-hour chart, right? And this will reset in another 8 hours. But right here on this daily chart, we got an example of, we got to get above this 200 moving average. We break above this 200 moving average, it's going to get right back really euphoric. And you're going to wish that you're like, hey, when BTC was making these support levels down here, on this lower value range, maybe this was the entry, right? The minute it started to break above the 50 moving average, starting to make supports above the 50 moving average, going up to the point of control, it can only go down for so long before it has to turn back around, right? So, this could be that moment looking at the 4-hour chart, seeing that we got some buy signals. We just got to break past that 200 moving average and break past this point of control. And we can trade into this gap and go up to around $118,000 BTC. That would be very exciting because the rest of the market, will have some knee-jerk reactions. Just like the market has a knee-jerk reaction to the downside, the market will have a knee-jerk reaction to the upside as well. So right now, looking at BTC, I'm looking at, hey, BTC, Mona Lisa, can you break past the 200 moving average and talk to me up here, because the minute it breaks past this 200 moving average and breaks past this little shelf right here, these previous ways high, you'll see that we'll get some more excitement in the market. The minute it breaks past 115, that's kind of that round number where it continues, you know, to head towards that next one, which is 120, right? 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, and so on. But right now we're looking at the 4-hour chart. We got a blunt house indicator with a green signal. We don't have the parabolic SAR yet with the cross on the bottom, but things are looking good. Things are honestly looking good. We're seeing these support levels being made, and this is where I'm looking at CFX, because you guys know I like to print on CFX on BYD-Fi. To me, one of the cleanest UIs that you guys can use and trade futures 24/7 and make money. The only person that can rug you on an exchange is you. If you wreck yourself, that's it. But you don't have to play rug roulette unless you like to play rug roulette, unless you're feeling your luck and you're doing good, then do that. I play it sometimes as well, right? I'm in the markets with you guys. I'm a degen just like you guys. I'm an investor, I'm a developer, I'm a YouTuber. We got a whole bunch of different XPX hats that we got to put on over here to make the show happen, baby. And that's what we're doing. So 111, right? 111,000 for BTC. Let's break this point of control. Let's break this 200 moving average. Let's get that parabolic SAR on the bottom. Let's start to head towards 200K. Now, if it doesn't do that, we're going to see some lower prices, fam. That's just what it is. We could come back down to this 107, which we've been before. You know, if it hits this 200 moving average and, you know, it doesn't break through, we're going to come back down to this lower valley range, 109, possibly peaking down to that 107 that we just hit recently and trying to recover from there. So let's go to Ethereum next. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to talk about ETH, XRP, all your great plays. We got some new ones to talk about that are on Deck Screener that we want to talk about. Yes, we like to play the game too, because sometimes we print on these bad boys, right? So let's start off on the daily chart, zoom out, no buy signal yet on the daily chart on neither indicators that I really like to use. We're talking about that parabolic SAR and that blunt house indicator. Make sure you guys tune into his shows. I absolutely love tuning in myself. Man, you get a lot of power from those blunt house, you know, live streams that and on some of them I'm there with him, and man, am I soaking in as much information as I can. And this is his indicator right here that is extremely powerful and has been turning on the printer. The printer actually has not turned off ever since. So right here, we got this right here, daily chart Ethereum. It could trade into this gap. We do got a green candle, which is good. If we can get some buy signals, then this is going to be looking like, hey, a tap on the 50 moving average and a continuation to the upside, especially if BTC starts to do the same thing, starts to have that rally moving in that right direction. We're going to see that. Now, I'll keep it 100 with you guys. Now, if this thing breaks the 50 moving average, we do see this gap right here that it can trade into, you know, coming to this upper valley range right around $3,600 Ethereum. We have another gap. This gap right here will get touched if we break underneath the 200 moving average and trade into this gap, which is the point of control at $2,500. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep these prices in mind, right? Whether you're going to be going long or short, they're either going to be, hey, I'm riding this to the downside, or I'm going to wait for a new entry to take this a little bit higher. All right, so 4,200. What's up, AD? Super boring. Tell me about it. But this is where the entries happen, AD. I swear. This is where the entries happen. They happen right here where, you know, you're bored, you got to break away, you got to go do something, and next you know, when you least expect it, the markets are rallying, and you're like, that was that chance that I had right there. And we're going to show you that a little bit with CFX, the one that I've been trading quite a bit. And, you know, none of this is financial advice. You know, CFX moves pretty volatile, so I want you guys to actually be careful trading it. But I love volatility because in that volatility is where the money is made. They wouldn't create so much volatility if there was not money to be made in that section, because people panic, people lose their positions, and that's where smart money comes in order to print all over again. So these are the prices we're talking about on ETH to the downside, a little bit of that 3,700, you know, coming down to 36, possibly the point of control down here at 2,500. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. This thing can bounce right off this 50 moving average, print some buy signals, and turn right back around and start heading to over $5,000 ETH. And of course, that'll happen all depending on what's going on with, you know, BTC, of course, right? BTC is going to let us know, you know, what's actually happening in the mix. So let's keep BTC right here. Let's go to the next one. We'll talk about CFX in just a bit. Let's go to BNB doing its thing. Asset backing on XPX is absolutely amazing. And I'll take a peek at this just for you guys right now because this is now getting close to $52,000. People seeing or like fading this is kind of crazy because $51,000 is backing up your XPX tokens. This is not the liquidity pool. This is the asset backing pool. This is a whole nother section. This is so bullish, and to see it coming to life and know that we had to trust the process, did we not? I know we got a lot of XPX people up in here, but now we're starting to see it because we've been stacking that BNB since BNB was cheap, you know, since BNB was $400 and something, since BNB was $500 and something, since I've been telling people, hey, BNB is going to go to $1,000, whether you like it or not, whether the new people in the space say there's an altcoin season or not, it's going there with or without you, okay? And to see that, you know, XPX, this amazing community, you know, we've just been grinding nonstop, and now we're seeing the power of that asset backing, the power of these smart contracts. And because of Pump Fund and a lot of things, people forget about how like you want a good smart contract. And right now we're seeing that because this is a multi-cycle project. BNB is built to stay here forever, and this is really exciting to see BNB rallying like this. I mean, doing its own thing. And this is what I'm talking about when I was just talking about ETH. This is what ETH could potentially do. You know how we had those sell signals and it looked like we could be going to the downside? If ETH starts to do some of this, that buy signal, the parabolic saw on the bottom, the blunt house indicator, the bounce off the 50 moving average, those are all indicators that the trend still going up. The trend still going up. Right. And that's what I want you guys to understand. We got to be, and honestly, you have to be indifferent to price. The minute the trend is telling you which way it's going, you throw everything out the window. You're like, whatever. Hey, we're going this way. Cool. Fine. No problem. That's the way we're going that way. Okay. We have this winner's mentality locked in so hard that all we're doing, either we're winning to the short or we're winning to the long. This stuff about complaining, the bitterness, the victimization, the boo-hoo, the I'm not feeling great today, that's going to get you wrecked. That's going to get you wrecked. Right now, you need to be happy-go-lucky charm and make the best of these markets. Even when they seem boring, somebody is snatching up positions and making the best out of them. You wouldn't be that bored if you're actually printing. That's the crazy thing about it, that I've printed in times where the market was meh at best, and you could see the sentiment where it doesn't add up to how I'm feeling, and the rest of the space is talking about everything that's going on. So this is a little bit of a trick question. Is, you know, boring market or massive opportunity? Is it a boring market right now, or is it a great opportunity to get in on the next rally before BNB goes to, you know, price discovery again and breaks $900 BNB? That's looking amazing. Look at this. While everybody was bored and the markets were, you know, doing this, BNB said, you know what, here, let's print a little blunt house buy signal. Let's put that parabolic SAR right here. And from, you know, 843, we're going to go all the way up to 875. On a futures trade, you're going to make money off of that. However much you put up on that trade, that's dependent on you and how much you can. But whether or not you're going to print, that's on you. You can use however much leverage you want, and you can make some money on this. Now, obviously, we're not going to chase this because the entry was over here, so we're just going to wait very patient, be very bored, put on a movie, I don't know, twist something up, enjoy yourself, and watch some charts into these things land perfectly for you, right? Look at this on the 1 hour chart. Psh, okay, I'm not mad at this. Roll over all the moving average above the 50, above the 200. We got some sexy, I don't know if we could say that on YouTube right now. It is Sunday, but I mean, some buy signals letting you know what's up from here. Okay, well, I'm out here. Boom, we're back in. Let's go, right? Trend not broken. We're going to get back in this thing. So BNB really showing off today. If you guys ask me, BNB is going to 1K, and you know that's why XPX is super strong. And you guys know I launched XPX with a fantastic team, one of the best in the space, and that smart contract is epic, man. Shout out to Smart DeFi, shout out to Rocks for coding this, because you know I woke up and I checked the asset backing right away, and this went from 50K to, you know, almost 52K. The asset backing is real on these smart DeFi contracts. You just got to trust the process. Not everybody's ready for that. Not everybody's ready to be filthy rich. Some people got to, you know, be broke today. You know, some people are in a hurry to be broke today, and you know they got to make sure that they cheat. And miss out on a crazy opportunity. BNB, load it up and hold it, man. Somebody just bought $160 million of BNB at the top. If you had $160 million, would you buy BNB at the top? Or would you start jeeting your bag and buying a Lambo and buying this? See, smart money moves completely different. Smart money moves crazy different. Now, I'm not going to say if I had 160 mil that I wouldn't take a little bit off the top of that and buy me something nice. You know, maybe you guys would have saw $140 million buy on BNB, but it tells you that, you know, the institutions know something. And while sometimes the markets get boring or people are stressing out and they think that they're, you know, the market's over or whatnot, somebody with $160 million said, I know what I'm doing today. He woke up, she woke up, whichever one, they, them, whoever they want to be, doesn't even matter. They say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get $160 million worth of BNB. That's pretty cool. You see the same thing happening over here with Solana. Solana holding it down, making some moves happen, man. I want something nice. I would get you and me something nice, AD. Mark my words, 160 mil. We're going to scrape a little bit off the top, maybe a little bit off the bottom, you know, and take care of the XPX community and, you know, have a crazy party and then just ape the rest right back into, you know, XPX and BNB because I'm doing what smart money's doing. I'm not doing what these PFPs are doing while they're rugging each other and making you feel guilt to go buy their next rug project, right? Oh, because he pulls up so much, we have to buy it. It's like, dude, he keeps rugging. What the heck are you guys talking about? What the heck are you guys talking about? Are you guys delusional? What's going on? Honestly, it's like they put this like the minute I start hearing that guilt trip into spaces where like they're guilting you to get a bag is like move around. I already know what's gonna happen. I already know what's gonna happen. Like I got to pay my dues or something. It's like no, I'm gonna do what smart money does. I'm gonna load up on some BNB, some XPX, some Solana. You know, these things are going to make some stuff happen. We got some DGen plays for you guys. Don't get it twisted. We got some up on the top we're going to have some fun with. I don't know if they're going to be bangers or not, but we're going to check them out because we do print off these meme coins, but I like them when they're fresh, and I don't like when I'm in a space and I'm hearing, you know, the guilt trip to get you into it. It's like, forget that, man. Yeah, you guys doing what you say you're going to do or not? That's it. So Solana right now, let's look at these prices. Daily chart. Okay, we got the Blumhouse still, you know, with a green one. We got the parabolic SARS and exit long. You know, I would be a little bit cautious on this because it could be looking for its tap on the 50 moving average, just like everything else is doing. And lots of people popping their heads up the past month and a half. Yeah, man. I mean, it's hilarious. It's part of the space, though, man. It's part of it's my comedic relief, you know. The minute I hear people guilting each other and like the spaces and stuff, and it's like, all right, watch, just watch when the bear market comes through. It's almost like my words are gonna haunt you a little bit. You're gonna be like, golly, he was telling us. But we got the 4-hour chart right here on Solana right here. This thing, point of control, right on the money. Look at this point of control, how important it is right here. Buy signal from the Blumhouse indicator. We got the parabolic SAR not yet printing. You know, we could have a nice little trade right here. I would just be cautious right now because Solana's just all this sideways trading either pops up or, you know, we could see a little test to this 200 moving average at least once, which is right around 194, or coming a little bit lower to 189. I don't know, and I could be wrong, fam. This is why it's not financial advice. I just been kind of waiting for Solana to do like a little pullback. It's been holding strong up there. It could be doing what BNB is doing. It's just saying, hey, disregard what Rico's even saying. We're just going to keep going up. But like this daily chart, I like when both the indicators are working together. You know, it's the probabilities and possibilities are nice. But let's keep an eye on this upper valley range at 188, right where this 50 moving average is at. And see if it does a bounce because it's trading into this gap right here, right? You see that gap? It's like, all right, let me just wait till I get a double buy signal. You know, I get that Blumhouse, I get that parabolic SAR. It's a bounce off the 50 moving average. It's like I can handle that, but this little thing like rolling over like that. I know we're still in a buy signal right here, but I want a fresh one. You know, not one with the crosses on the top. It gets a little choppy like that. That's just me, though. That's just me. You don't have to do it like that. You can do it however you like. But I would keep an eye for these, maybe a possible bounce at the 188, maybe coming down to the 200 moving average, and this shelf right here sitting at like 176, that 177 that we talk about quite a bit. If you zoom out, you see that Solana, the buyers and sellers shake hands at these points quite a bit, right? So you zoom out, you can see, you come up to right here, you can see all across right here. You can see right here, 177, 177, 177, all across. There's all this 177 action. So I would keep an eye on that price right there for Solana. Let's go to XRP next for the XRP fam and see how they're feeling today. I haven't seen them in a while. Usually the XRP people, it's like they pop in the chat when it's exciting. This is when they gotta lock in though. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's in this boring part of the market that you actually find your great spot. You see, if you're like in this downtrend and you're like, I don't want to look at it, I'm freaking, I know how it feels, man. I'm just like you guys. I'm not a robot up here, right? But we have this downtrend. It takes this time to be like, all right, not today, still not today, not today. But then you got to be like, oh, whoa, we got a buy signal. We got a buy. You're gonna put a buy signal right now? Can I get another one? Can I get that blunt house indicator as well, putting a buy signal? And this could be, this time that you pay is like Blunt says, it's like the insurance you pay. Just wait it out, man. Wait for that. Wait for your strategy to line up for you, and it'll sit on your lap. It'll be yours. But it takes that time. Here we go right now. Here we go. This 4-hour chart is giving us what we've been fighting and what we actually want to do. We got to break the 200 moving average, man. That's what I'm seeing right there, right? You guys see that? This 4-hour chart is showing us, right? We've been underneath this 200. Look at that. Boom. Crashing. If we can get above this 200 moving average, we got on the 4-hour, we got a nice buy signal. This daily chart one, the minute it prints the blunt house as well, it's going to have a move up into here. And that move is going to bring us on the 4-hour chart trading into this gap, right? Breaking the 200 moving average. You see this little gap? The first little shelf is going to be this 297. Then the next one, it's going to be a little bit higher at $3. Filling this gap, which is going to be the one that will make you probably the most excited, because you see how it goes like that. It will almost move like it hit like some kind of like, I don't know, like one of those games where you're driving, you hit the arrows on the street, and it's like it sends you a lot faster. This is the one that's going to feel good. The break over the 200, the break of this POC, the point of control, trading right into this gap to the upper value range at around $3.16. Those trades happen right now. Not later on when you see it doing all that pumping stuff. They happen now when it's like, it sucks, it's boring, you got to go touch some grass, and that's fine. Go do that, but come back with a cleansed mind to be like, where's my entry? Because the better the entry, man, your confidence just starts feeling better. I swear. It's like, that's why the bad days on the markets, they don't feel that good, right? So let's go to CFX next. I think we're seeing XRP showing us some good positive price action. I would like to see that, daily chart print a green candle. Now, this is what I'm looking at right here for this CFX. Remember, we were talking about it yesterday, waiting for all this stuff right here on this 4-hour chart. The daily chart is where it's a little, where a long is dangerous, because it can come down here and lose this lower value range and come test this, right here. I don't want it to do that now. And on the daily chart, we got some sell signals. We got the blunt house indicator. We got that parabolic SAR on the top. We do got a green candle, couple green candles, couple support. Hey, we've been here before where we find support on this lower value range, and we turn this thing right back around. We find support on this lower value range. We try to turn it right back around. We, find support on this lower value range, and we turn this thing right back around. So this is why I'm eyeing this, but it's boring because it takes hours. It takes days to find that great entry, and then once that momentum starts, you'll start seeing me print a lot more back to back. But this is where it's been trying to find its footing, and when we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that right here, nice exit short. Then eventually we got this blunt house indicator followed by a nice size green candle, but we got some pullback going on right now. We're keeping an eye on this because if we can get this thing to break above the 50, break above these moving averages, break past the point of control, this is when we trade back into this gap, and then this CFX prints really hard for you guys, okay? Prints really hard. And I trade it and I gap and go, scalp this thing on the lower time frames. But there's also this longer trade coming up that could potentially be really good. But on this 15-minute candle, you can actually 15-minute chart, you can just have fun with this thing. Back to back. Even though the overall trend on the higher time frames down, I mean, there was money made right here. There was money made right here. So CFX has some nice movements that whether you're going short like this or waiting for a second to catch your next long to go up, it's very doable, right? Let's clean this up just a little bit just to show you guys. So break the 50 moving average, nice short trade. That choppiness to the side, either going to break up or break down. Break back above the 50 moving average, nice move to the upside. Came right back down, broke underneath the 50. So you're seeing where, at times when it breaks over this 50, it gives you a clean motion up. And when it breaks down through the 50, it gives you a clean motion down. This is the 15-minute chart. So, you wouldn't be taking a long right now because it's a lot clearer actually, with not so many indicators. Eventually your eyes just get adjusted, but you can see how, hey, why am I going to go long right now when on the 15-minute chart, it's still well underneath the 50 moving average. This trend is still not broken. There's no break in character. This thing's just going lower, lower, lower. And it's easy to understand that on the 15-minute chart because you can see this gap that it's trading into and most likely will trade to this point of control, right to the 17 cents mark. And then after it finds some support there or tapping the lower, value range, kind of trading sideways, doing some of this choppiness motion again, it's either going to break down or break to the upside. What is that going to look like? It's going to look like a break above back the 50 moving average. It's going to look like the indicators start to tell us that's what's happening, right? And that's where we start looking for these positions. So keep an eye on CFX for sure. Okay. Now I'm trading CFX over here, and let me refresh this so you guys can see and how it's looking, how it's starting to almost break over these moving averages. You see this right here? This was kind of the start of that movement, breaking over all the moving averages, where it's like, okay, I'm starting to get excited because when it does this, when we zoom back, this is the motion that it has. I can handle that. I've already exited my short. I could have rolled that short a lot longer, actually. So, now I'm waiting for the next move, which, what goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. So that was the short trade. The short trade is almost finished because you're seeing it crash into all these moving averages. They're starting to squeeze together, and they almost want to roll over. We're seeing the first instance right here. Yes, a pullback again, and most likely going to try to do it once again. But we know that when it does this, coming from the upside, going down, that the upside is coming next. Look at these moving averages when they roll over. So you'll see this. Hey, they rolled over to the downside. Fine, we're riding a short down. Cool, no problem. Wherever you guys want to take it, I don't really care. Okay, we rolled over all the moving averages right here, and now we're going to the upside. Not for that long. Cool, we broke up to here. I'm fine. Okay, not for that long. We're out of here. Fine, we're out of here. And then this is how you start to see this. It's just these moving averages are very powerful. But what's really difficult the majority of the time is the patience. God, I'm telling you, and I feel it myself, fam. I know how it feels. You want to make the money today. But I'm telling you, if you just wait for your strategies and not overwork yourself, not overtrade, you'll start to see where your trades start to compound that by the end of the month, you've made a substantial amount of money, right? It's just that because we start off working by the hour, we start off working, getting paid every week or getting paid every 2 weeks, where we have these expectations of this type of system of, man, I didn't make no money because I'm watching this trade for freaking 17 hours. What the heck? How could I be doing something for that long and not get paid? That sounds crazy, but that's actually that snap that you have to have, because it actually can take a couple days to set up a really good trade that's going to print more than what you would make in a week. It will happen almost in one whole day once it all comes together. So you're not fighting, whatever style that you like to trade. You're really fighting the discipline part. And the discipline part is where it all starts to come together. So let's focus on that during these boring times. Don't get where you got to rush to the trade or anything like that. You don't. You just be patient, because the market makers will make this happen time and time again. Otherwise, there wouldn't be moving averages. Otherwise, there wouldn't be indicators. That this stuff sells itself because eventually they do come true. So just let it do its thing. This thing's about to roll over again, and I'm pretty sure if we can break past these previous waves high, right around this 17 cents and 4 tenths, or even a little bit higher, we'll come to the 17.8, breaking even higher. Discipline indeed. Yep. And then if we broke past this right here, this 18, we have a really nice run. I could see this thing coming up here to erase this one really soon. So takes a lot of patience, fam. So come over here, get you some of that patience. Use the demo account on BYDFi. If you guys join the Moneybags Trades TG, I will load your guys' account. All you guys got to do is join this Telegram right here and then put your UID number that you register with inside there, and I will load your account with you some USDT that will let you guys trade futures, and you guys can practice, the ebb and flow of how CFX moves. Maybe start on a demo account and you'll be like, okay, I can actually see this, right? On this hour chart, and then use this indicator, come to the hourly chart, right? Said, all right, add the blunt house indicator, add the parabolic SAR, and say, hey, the minute I get 2 buy signals on this 1 hour chart over here, I'm switching over to my BYDFi and I'm aping in, because I know it's going to be breaking over all these moving averages and it could be the next move up. But I'm waiting very patiently. I'm stalking this thing. Like, I'm not playing around with this thing for this thing to print these buy signals and have this break over the 200 moving average. Because here we go. There goes these prices we talk about, that 18 cents. Point of control even higher at 19 cents, almost 20 cents, all the way up here at 21 cents. You're going to print like crazy, but you're going to wait patiently for these trends to reveal themselves, okay? All right, come over here and check out this project. Amazing project right here, XPX, man. Great. I mean, what a great looking daily chart when the markets are boring, the markets are pulling back, the markets are not that exciting, people are bummed out. This is a healthy looking chart with smart contracts that really work. These smart contracts are no joke. This is a project I launched on Smart DeFi with David, Marlon, and Ali. Very bullish project that focuses on all things payments. That's what we're focusing on, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on. That's the main objective. All roads lead to payments. So right now you can get in a project sitting at about $1.2, $1.3 million market cap that its entire focus is all things payments. Whether you're an individual that wants to off-ramp your crypto using the XPX crypto Visa card, whether you're an individual that wants to pay your bill or somebody else's bill, markets waiting for FOMC. I agree. I completely agree. That's why they're just sitting on the sidelines right now. So whether you're paying your own bills or somebody else's bills, you guys can come over here, non-KYC payments, pay your bill or somebody else's bill with some Solana, come over here to gift cards, come over here, buy some gift cards, 70 different cryptocurrencies, buy me a gift card, send me on a cruise. So like that, I can make a stream from the celebrity cruises and tell you guys, like, hey, check this out, man. This is a XPX gift card. I'm on a cruise now, man. Check that out. So it's all right there for you guys right now. You guys can come over here, order your gold XPX Visa card or a tap to pay plastic card that lets you guys tap to pay, whether you're at the gas pump, at the store, buying groceries, or whatever you're doing. That's what crypto's meant to be. Go look at the Satoshi Nakamoto paper. I'm not making this stuff up. It's supposed to be an electronic cash system, peer-to-peer system, X pays X system. So if you guys like the system that basically what was all of this was founded on, come over here and get a bag. I'm going to share this right here for you guys. Let me put on the swap link. Okay, this is the swap link right here. Come over here, buy a bag of XPX, load up on XPX, all focus on payments, over 6 figures in paid orders, cards all around the world. Staking rewards active. After you buy a bag, you stake your XPX, you make passive income on your XPX. You want to take out a loan against your XPX, you go to your smart tools, you take out a loan against your XPX, you off-ramp it onto your XPX Visa card, or you pay somebody else's bill with that loan and you use it in the real world. I don't suggest you taking out a 30-day interest-free loan on crypto just to be a degen. You got to get it together if you're at that point right now. This smart lending tool right here on Smart DeFi makes complete sense to make sure that you can take a 30-day interest-free loan to fix the flat tire that you have, to take a 30-day interest-free loan because you don't want to lose your XPX tokens, to pay a bill that you're backed up on and pay that loan back, or pay the burn fee after the 30 days to extend it and keep your XPX tokens. And if you want to, just say, hey, you know what, forget it. I'm going to keep that money. I don't want to pay the loan back. You can keep that BNB, and then what? You don't even put a sell on the chart. Where is that coming from? You might ask. I hope you might ask. Here you go. The asset backing, 1% and 1.5%. This is why we have, almost $52,000 in asset backing. As BNB continues to climb and make all-time high after all-time high, the contract behind, and this is not even the liquidity of XPX. This is just the asset backing pool. It's getting stronger every single day. Definitely not a project to fade. Come over here. This is what we're looking at as well. We're going to talk about. Come over here to Rico Moneybags. Give me a follow. Let's come to this. Open this up. Come over here. Give us a follow at XPX Token for the latest and greatest on what's happening with XPX, the spaces that we're having, the live streams, the giveaways, the merch that is already being seen all around the world. I think I've seen some more merch that I actually want to repost over here because it's actually pretty bullish. If you ask me, right here, look at this. Good morning, Crypto Breakfast Club. Good morning, everyone. Got my hat ready for winter. Let's go. What? No way. Where's this hat from, fam? This is a project that continues to deliver. That's where it's from. That's really where it's from, honestly. When you come back and you go to XPX and you start scrolling down, you're like, hey, what is this? Just Shop Crypto. I know they're focused on, crypto Visa cards, payroll, invoicing, allowing you to pay your employees in crypto. But they did launch this CBC merch store, or this Just Shop Crypto store with CBC merch on there. And you're starting to see it in Paris. You see the CBC merch. It's already chilling with paid at the Paris UFC event. You see people like this gentleman right here wearing it, getting ready for winter, which is pretty bullish if you ask me. Let's refresh that so we can look at this handsome gentleman. But this is the type of team that you have right here. And if you guys are wondering where you guys can get your own hat, whether it's a Kendu hat, whether it's a CBC merch hat, you guys come over here to Just Shop Crypto. You guys can also find that very easily from our main page. Hit right here, which we're going to move this around now that the merch store is live. But I do want you guys to come over here and check out Just Shop Crypto. Click on the burger over here. I love saying that so much. Let me click this right here. We got the Just Shop Crypto up there on the banner. Look at that, man. Wow, that's so bullish, fam. Let me post this like this. Boom, shakalaka. Come get some of this merch, fam. It's that simple. Come get some of this merch. Put on some of this merch. Get that CBC merch. Get that Kendu merch. Get that XPX merch. Oh my God. And start to be the catalyst. Don't fade your favorite projects, man. Load up on your favorite projects and make some noise. Honestly, that's what it's all about. This is a marketing machine right here. And with a domain with justshopcrypto.com, I think people are sleeping on how powerful and how valuable that domain is going to be over time. Justshopcrypto.com will probably get some crazy offers on purchasing this from us because this is going to be much more than just a crypto merch store, fam. That's why it doesn't say xpxmerch.com. It doesn't say merchy.com, clothes.com, get your crypto. No, it says just shop crypto.com. That is a .com for you guys. If you haven't had one, make sure you guys come over here, shop now, get some of this Kendu merch. Is absolutely fire. Definitely look at that. Whoo, you're crazy not to get this hoodie. What? Come on, man. You are the catalyst. That hits hard. This blue one's really nice, actually. You are the catalyst. This is what this hoodie is all about. That's what this merch store is all about for all of you guys. Come over here. You see people rocking the CBC merch. You see people rocking the Kendu merch. You see people rocking the XPX merch. Not just sitting around waiting for something to happen or, who's going to make it happen for me? Is the dev doing something? Where's the dev? No, this is about you making the catalyst happen, fam. This is, you got to eat, sleep, XPX, repeat. All right, so come over here, get your merch, fam. Lock in. The markets are still young. Institutional money is still coming in. People's aping $160 million into, BNB. It's for a reason, okay? So don't fade this thing and don't fade the projects that, we're associated with. That CBC, that Crypto Breakfast Club. You got that amazing, Kendu community with that That AD, that merchy merch, merchy. That one's funny on what? So don't miss out on the merchy. Make sure you guys get some of that. It's super important to get some of the merchy. So we got XPX token right here. I'll post this link. Actually, I just posted it, but I'll post it again for those that are on the party social media platform for sure. Let's go ahead and post that right there. All right, let's go ahead and look at some other plays, fam. Let's have some fun. Let's look at Kendu, see what Kendu has going on. Let's refresh this, see exactly where they're at. The Kendu chats making their things happen, holding strong. That is for sure. The chads and chadettes, man, amazing people up in this community. I know they got a lot of things that they're cooking up right now. These are just the market caps we got to get by, man. That's all it is. But if you come over to the X, or I dare you to join their Telegram, you're gonna see something even a lot better, because when you're in their Telegram, you see, I mean, they rally for real. They don't even have a bot. They don't need any kind of bot. They don't need a bot of anything. All they're doing is loading up nonstop. They're on StockTwits nonstop. They're grinding nonstop. They're on Reddit. They're on StockTwits. They don't quit, fam. They honestly do not quit. And I don't think it would be wise to, fade a community like this, because, man, they're active. They got their merch. They got their energy drinks. They got their coffee. They're making noise everywhere on a regular basis. And that's really what it's all about, fam. You can't fade a community of this caliber. It just does not make sense. This is the community that many developers wish they had. I'm sure developers would give up something just to have that. So this community is like no other. You see them all around the world posting the merch. This is my guy right here. This guy, Ruben. I watch every Ruben video that's made.
Hey folks, today I decided to play a little classic. Pump it up, because we're going to pump it up. I'm going to chug a can of Kendu Energy every day till we hit 100 million market cap. So without further ado, let's get into it. That sounds like a pump. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Just as good as yesterday.
That's the only people I want to be around, I swear. I love you so much, brother, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, the Pump It Up song, I love it, man. I love the Pump It Up song. Sometimes you got to bring that one back and you got to pump it up, man. You definitely got to pump it up. That is so much fun. Those are the people I want to be around, man. I don't want to be around nobody that, it's like the minute you bump into Ruben, what happens? You got a smile on your face. You don't got some kind of negative Nancy. Boy, do I deal with some negative Nancy people, man. Oh my God, just negative all the time. Never happy, never content. And all I do is do the Heisman. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know what the Heisman is. I just stiff armed that, man. I stiff armed that and I keep it moving and grooving, man. I'm enjoying life. And you know what? Ruben is enjoying life. Everybody needs to take a page out of Ruben's book right now, because how bullish is that? You got to pump it up, man. You got to pump it up, man. I don't know. If you don't pump it up, who's going to pump it up? And I mean, that's the vibe people want to be around. I mean, that's why since last year I've been close to Kendu. It's like, I want to be around that stuff, man. The bummed out people, you can have them. You guys can all find a pile or go find something, go do it together. Imagine if they all went to go be bitter somewhere together. Like, man, that would be epic. If they left all the people who want to be pumping it up alone, just leave us alone, right? just let us pump it up. We like to be in a good mood now. Once you figured it out, once you're kumbaya and you're rocking your Kendu socks everywhere and you don't care what anybody thinks, you're at your terminal and you got your sexy, hairy legs out and you got the Kendu socks with the Skechers. What? You don't care what anybody thinks. You figured, leave us alone. If you see me rocking some Kendu merch, unless you got something bullish to say to me, keep it moving, fam. If you see me with my XPX hat, you see me doing my thing, unless you got something bullish to say, keep it moving. Unless you're putting stickers everywhere and making video, keep it moving. I don't want to hear it.
It's a cult.
Exactly. It's right in the word. People don't understand the culture.
It's a brand.
It's right in the word, right in the beginning. Culture is cult. And there's nothing wrong with that, fam. This is what I love, man. This community is just a vibe altogether. They're just a vibe. They're doing their thing, man. Like I said, they're a vibe turned up. She got her nose pierced in 3 spots. She ain't playing around. She's turned up, fam. This is cute. This one gets me every time I see it, man. And this is what I want to be. Hairy legs and can do socks is gonna be the new style, man. I'm digging it, man. I'm probably gonna order my socks now. We gotta add some to Just Shop Crypto, so I can order some socks and make it happen. Give you guys a thirst trap. Stay's gonna be like, Rico, you've been using my my content too much to get the viewers up. I'm like, I'm doing it for Kendu, okay? But hey, that's that hip thrust, okay? Are you doing the hip thrust? Are you doing the landmine? Are you doing your barbell back lunge? Your 40 to 45 degree cable kick? I know I need to start doing it. Crazy. I mean, they're just a vibe, man, honestly. Like, everybody in there, even the dogs got it together, man. The dogs got it together better than most people in this space. You can see when the markets start rocking people, you can see how they almost can't handle it, man. And I think that article that we read from CZ yesterday was super important. It's like, you got to be careful who you guys listen to, because, you know, that negativeness and that negativity, that stuff will really mess you up, man. This is what I need to be doing, honestly, for my leg. I need to be doing some hip thrusters. I couldn't probably do what she's doing right here, honestly. I'm not even joking. My hip will probably just fall on the floor. But it's probably what I need to do. People ask me where I've been, I've been writing new hits. Had to make my own plans, I don't need your 2 cents. Ay, yeah, I don't want to hear excuses. I just like to make moves and make improvements. Yes. I just like to break rules, maybe start some new trends. Yes. Like that I choose, cutting off the loose ends. Whew. Yeah, they ask me where I learned to do this. Hey. Checking things off my to-do list. Checking things, that's... Family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do a lot. No excuses. Yeah. Yo, that goes hard. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Do you guys know who made that track? Is that a Kendu track? Or who is that? Yo. Damn, her boyfriend must be hurting. No, if she has a boyfriend, he's happy. What are you talking about? Got his girl working out all the time, freaking making content, fucking a Chadette. Dude's winning. If there's a dude there, if there's a Chad around or a Chadette, you never know these days, right? They're winning. That person's motivating. That's inspiring. You know, you could be around somebody who ain't doing nothing. You know, just a drag. It's like, man, you ain't got nothing going on. It's like, you better pick and choose what, you know, there's always the silver lining. Here goes, this could be the Chadette right here. She's probably, okay, Chad. Okay, Chad. This is the workout crew for real, man. I need to know who that song is, though. That song was crazy. That thing went hard for real. It's like checking things off my to-do list. Bro, his flow was nice. Everything about that track was nice. It's worth the copyright strike. I know for sure that track is too hot not to get a copyright strike. If you're part of the Kendu community and you know where this track is from, and maybe I'm not cool enough to know right now. For some reason, I don't remember who it is or what. Let me know, because you need to wake up to, like, you need to wake up to this. If you don't wake up with this type of attitude, you got something. Listen to the flow, bro. I got no excuses. I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no. We're gonna run it back, man. So confusing. Hard to
tell who's really with me or who's trying to use me. If I told you I respect you, I ain't say it loosely. I don't throw those words around, it's just not how I do things. Ay, yeah, I know I can be a nuisance. Ain't afraid to admit it if I think the shoe fits. People ask me where I've been writing new hits. Had to make my own plans, I don't need your 2 cents. Ay, yeah, I don't wanna hear excuses. I just like to make moves and make improvements. I just like to break rules, maybe start some new trends. Live the life that I choose, cutting off the loose ends. Yeah, they ask me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't trying to lose it. Say a little, do it loud. No excuses.
Man, that goes. If you don't wake up with that attitude right there, life is gonna get you. Like, you need to have that attitude right there. That attitude is powerful right there. Shout out to whoever made that track. Shout out to Stay. Absolutely amazing what she's doing for this Can Do community, keeping them amped up. I mean, got me amped up right now with a whole track and everything. That's what that stuff is all about. And this Can Do culture, this energy that they feed off of each other is why they're so strong. And you don't want to miss out on this. So here goes Can Do Entertainment. Gotta pay attention to this. Like, anything that they're doing, you want to pay attention to this, man. Honestly. My boy Ruben over here. Can Do Entertainment. Well, if they got Ruben, they definitely going to have some entertainment. Ruben is the man when it comes to entertainment. The whole Can Do chat, man. So, you know, when it comes to the chart's going to be the chart, but I'm invested into this community. We got their merch. They're already starting. I mean, orders are flying off the shelf. Go get you some Can Do merch while it lasts for sure, because it is flying off the shelf, fam, and we're going to be the catalyst. So, you know, when the markets are boring, you're supposed to be finding great projects like this. Zoom out, you know, $13 million market cap, this thing can easily run up to 100 mil and you can print. It already ran up to 280 mil. So it's in its DNA to be able to do that again. This is the time when a lot of people fade. Look at the story of Shiba Inu and how that worked out. You know, you had to let $1,000 turn into almost like $1 before you became a millionaire. Not everybody has that. Not everybody's going to keep doing hip thrusters while, you know, the market's pulling back. People are going to fade themselves essentially. So get in on Can Do right now while you guys can. It's super early on this play, and you guys can see them on Reddit. You guys can see them on X. You guys can see them on StockTwits. They don't play around, fam. They're everywhere. And I love that Can Do attitude. Let's go on to the next play next. Fam, this one's broke. Don't be broke. Get broke on base. This one's already starting to do its thing. I know the chart looks like, what? Rico, why are we talking about this one? And that's because this one's already starting to do some things, right? This is how they pay for stuff. So they're liking the little broke guy. This is the bottom of the chart. I found this extremely late. But what we see is the pattern that I love, the 5 million going right up to 9 million. If they can turn this thing back around and turn this thing to a sender and it breaks at 3 million, you know that if you can put a little bit of base right here, that you can get into this one at $1 million market cap before it does that 5 million, 10 million dance, right? Because it already showed that it obviously has enough eyes around it to be able to do that 5 million, $10 million market cap dance. This is broke on base. Don't be broke, get broke. And man, frogs do good. Frogs do good. You got the Crypto Empress talking about it right around, this same market cap. So this is honestly what I think could be pretty good entry right now that everybody's shooken out. And this is usually where most people don't want to. But it's one that we're going to keep an eye on now that the shakeout has happened. Everybody's done. This was them talking about it a while back. So this was that last opportunity, but we're going to keep an eye on this one. Let's see. This
Doc Dev Brian here, coming to you from a Brian's Broke Breakdown on a Labor Day weekend Friday.
So definitely come over here and check them out. They're getting their little merch together. They're making a little noise over here. They got the Crypto Empress. They got all the YouTubers talking about it. And, you know, people are posting about it again. Right now, after that shakeout, I missed this one. I didn't catch it to catch any kind of wave. But seeing that they're still willing to put that marketing funds forward tells me that they're not done with this play. Keep an eye on this one right here. I'll post it in the chat. Join their Telegram. Let them know I sent you guys over there, man. Check this one out. This is broke. Little froggy play for you guys on this Sunday morning, man. We got an early show today. We've been knocking out the early show really nice. So we got some more to talk about. Of course, let's go ahead and talk about Brick. This is one that we put up there. This was just a great looking chart when it first popped on, 20 hours ago. This one's looking pretty good. What is it about? It doesn't even matter. It's just a fresh play. That's the things that make money here almost, like, right? People want to move to the next freshest play, so we're bringing you guys the next one. This was Brick. So brick up. Are you bricked up? Here we go. What is this little person? Let's see. Brick by brick. That's how you got to build it up a lot of times, man. It is brick by brick. Looks like it's launched by a PFP right here, Elon. So, keep an eye on that. The color's pretty cool. I'll be honest with that. It hits really hard. And nobody's barely talking about this. Don't tread on me hat. That's pretty cool. Shout out to all the veterans. Brick by brick, man, I resonate with that. I mean, you guys got a great looking chart, fresh little play, clean looking website, nothing on there really, just it's simple, brick by brick. And it seems like you guys are maybe from Italy because it's already asking me to switch. So this could be your Italian play, fam. So the back end must be, written that way. So here you guys go. A little Italy play right now, 629. Decent looking chart, man. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Pretty solid volume. Hasn't broke over the $1 million market cap. Top #1 trending play. They're putting some marketing funds forward to get some more exposure on it. So brick by brick. This is the coin that we're checking out right now. We got a couple more for you guys as well. Psychedelic Angel, welcome in. Welcome in on these boring markets. Boring markets are great entries, right? That's what it's all about, honestly. Boring markets or great entry. That's what it comes down to. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it moving. That was brick by brick. Shout out to them. Definitely tune into them. They're definitely going to be getting some more things done. So we'll see how this one continues to do. Let's go to the next play, fam. Let's go to Burpee. We know this one's been doing really good as well. We put this one on our radar. This one just has to do this breakout right here, and it starts to pump all over again. And we know that they got the boxing going on. We know that they're putting the marketing funds forward to get some more exposure, getting KOLs, YouTubers, people making spaces, talking about Burpee. And, this one ran up really hard, and this thing could just have a life of its own from here on out, where it will never essentially ever die, because the community is so big. And it, once it becomes $100 million play, it's like, it's one of those plays, right? It's like, how could it not be one of those plays once again? So, running all the way up to $130 million market cap is super impressive. And honestly, in crypto, it's something that can happen again. It's all about the fresh plays in today's market. You're right, AD. It is. Unless you find some solid builders and stuff like that, but those fresh plays, it better be like jump rope. Like, you got to jump rope it. You got to jump rope it. You got to become the next Wolf on Wall Street. It's like, okay. And that's why I got my little pattern. I like when it does that $5-10 million. I'm giving it away for you guys. The little pattern on here, the pattern that I use on, trading futures, I'm giving it away. I'm getting my own. So, but, I notice when these plays do these little hits, it's nice. It's easier for me to get in that mix because this is a pattern that everybody has chosen. I didn't choose for it to be $5-10 million market cap, and then it pops off really hard to like 15-20, and then it pulls back. Everybody else made those rules up, right? And then if it's a really solid play like this one, it could hold 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, and turn right back around and break 30 million again and go a lot higher. So I feel my time away from minute by minute market watching, spend some time with my son today on his first Father's Day. Oh, congratulations to your son. Oh my God. That's epic. That's epic. Yes. Congratulations to him, to the family. And yeah, you don't have to watch this minute by minute. You really don't. You really don't. The markets are set already. It's like anybody who invested into the internet when it first started, he could have just went back to living his own life. You could have bought Amazon stock when it first started shipping books and just let it do what it had to do. You didn't have to watch the Amazon stock. Same thing with Apple. Same thing with Tesla. You know, you didn't have to care. Oh, did he launch the new Tesla 3 or was it the new? That don't even matter. That don't even matter. Once Pandora's box is open, it starts to move up. You know, if it's something solid, it'll keep going up little by little. Look at the S&P 500. So right here, we got the $18 million market cap Pepe. Yes, that is the purple Pepe for everybody. Keep an eye on this one right here. Definitely keep an eye on this one. I need a time machine. List Pepe, Binance. Come on, list it. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. They got some good marketing going on right now. I'm telling you, they got the boxing going on. They got the UFC, the fighting, the Biconomy, all the right recipe for Pepe, the purple Pepe, to make some noise. So right now you can tell that they have switched something on as far as like, you know, the marketing that's going on. So we want to keep an eye on that, right? We want to keep an eye on that for sure. If you guys can share this, you know, this link, if you guys are listening on X, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys are listening on YouTube, make sure you guys like, comment, and share. You know, without you guys doing that, we can't get new listeners, new investors into your favorite project. So you guys got to meet me halfway by like and share, right? So here we go. $31 million market cap, Pepe, that Pepe, the purple Pepe, breaking $31 million market cap. I think this one can turn into a sender. They're kicking on a lot of marketing for them just to say, okay, we're done. And no, I think that this one is one that they're not going to let go because it's shown that it can be a runner and maybe they could be a real Pepe that can, you know, stay around and not fade. Here goes another one that we've covered for you guys that I think it's a banger. And this is one of those healthy charts that I found for you guys. And it was like, hey, this is one of those Matt Fury plays. And you guys might get into this, you know, been talking about it since over here. Look at where it's at now. Why? Because it hasn't done the 1 million, 5 million, $10 million dance thing, right? I like it when it does that. Is it going to do that every time? Nope. You know, can you take a little bit off at 5 million? Yeah. Should you do it before 5 billion? No, because you're cheating yourself. You actually want the bag to be looking really nice. You want the bag to actually look really nice. You should only put in what you can actually just be like, set it and forget it. Either it's going to print it or it's not, you know, and we see a play like this Noodles play, this Matt Fury narrative, you know, it's been hot day after day after day after day. We want to keep an eye on this play right here. The chart's looking healthy. We don't have a crazy amount of influencers. How many times have I found you guys some of these plays that before everybody's talking about it, you guys can get in? Because once everybody starts talking about it, there's going to be a nice leg up and then a nice solid leg down. So I'm giving you guys these plays extremely early. And for some reason, I'm telling you guys, whether it's a slow moving Matt Fury play or not, we do good on Matt Fury plays. It's like Matt Fury plays chose me somehow. I don't know, because it's pretty interesting. You know, there's a lot of different narratives. I did really good with the political narrative as well because I just didn't care. I didn't get caught up in it. So it was just nice to be able to print on whichever one, whether it was Trump or Biden. It didn't matter to me. I had the printer on, and I think that's when you have that kind of attitude in this market, you'll do really good. This thing right here, I think, has a lot of potential being, you know, a Matt Fury play. And these Matt Fury plays and those political finance plays during that time, I knew they were hot and there was just so much attention around it. I think that you can do good. These Matt Fury plays are like the new dog. Like, I done good on dogs and I did really good on one cat play on Michi. But the Matt Fury plays have been the most consistent, doing good for me. And so it's hard for me not to say that I don't like them. A lot of times the dog plays, except that Manu play that we got in early on Manu, a lot of the dog plays, they got so many insiders, it's hard to find them like super early before, you know, they're already propped up and stuff. So that Manu play was probably one of those, you know, dog plays that did really good for everybody that got in with me on Manu. Let's check out Manu right now, see how it's doing. And if you guys got any plays you guys want to talk about, let me know. So Manu right here, this is the play we found crazy early, fam, down here. And like I told you guys for a while on this side, in this section, I said save some dry powder for 10 million because I still think that with all this exposure that it's going to get, no matter what, it'll turn around. But I didn't make these rolls up. For some reason, they break 5, they break 10, they go to 20, 30, 40 million. Maybe even 50 on some cases, but whether or not they come back down to 10 million, that's not even the case. It's like I didn't make the rules up. I'm just letting you guys know the pattern that I see. It could be a play with all this social media presence, 3.1 million, and it's still, not that far away from some of our favorite plays as far as market cap, right? And here you go. Sundays aren't lazy when you're Manu festing greatness. Okay, I see you, man. You doing your thing, just relaxing, getting a little like, man. Okay, tucked in and everything. Sheesh, somebody's taking care of Manu, and I think something like this is potentially going to happen. This is not too far off. This is not too far off of what can happen with Manu. Not too far off, man. Do not fade this thing. They're on Bioeconomy now as well. Keep an eye on Manu. Keep an eye on Manu. Not one to ignore for sure. But like I said, not all the dog coins have done good, but these Matt Fury plays, the Pepes, all these Matt Fury plays, man, they've looked out. And this Nuda play, I think, could be a nice one. The Crypto Princess YouTube. Hello. Nice to see you. Let's see what else we got going on right now as far as top 10. Definitely you guys go check out her YouTube channel as well, The Crypto Princess. We did a little interview together and stuff. We're going to be having her up on the show as well to bring something better to the show, something nice, right? I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about what I got going on. We got to bring some special guests up. So definitely going to have the Crypto Princess up here and have some fun. Have some meme coin fun. Talk about what she's got going on. We can support other builders and KOLs and YouTubers in the space. Because at the end of the day, fam, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And the more, networking we can do and the more people we can meet and find out what they got going on, the better it is, right? That's what's made this, this channel what it is today and how it continues to grow. So I appreciate you guys. So make sure you guys go over to her YouTube channel and show her some love for sure. Let's see what else we got as far as plays. I think we had another play I wanted to check out. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, yeah, we actually covered all of the plays. So let's see if we can go a little bit of a degen mode for a second. Because we like to go degen mode towards the end of the stream and see what we got going on, right? What is the narrative? What is the meta? What is everybody talking about? When we go to this top 10 list on Solana, it'll give you a idea of the narrative and what's the freshest thing, what's going on. Bucky, what is this? $23 million market cap? What? Didn't see this one. Look at that. The craziest thing sent. This is why I have to do these, like, at the end of the stream, to do this part where you kind of just go through this, because it's the only way to get to check the temperature of what everybody's on, because it's never what I guess. I definitely gotta do research to understand what is the current narrative and what people, because what I think it is sometimes definitely is not what it is, right? You see the useless coins, you see the memeless coins, you see all the stuff that comes out. It's like, this one's still holding strong. This one's that unstable tether. The complete opposite of what you want to hear from a tether project. So you want tether to be stable. They say, you know what, we're just going to be honest with you. This is going to be super unstable. And this is how you find out these narratives of what's actually going on. It's like, this is how you check the temperature of the market and see what they're on. What has the collective agreed on as what's bullish right now? And we see that it changes so fast. And, I don't want to be too rigid and get stuck, because like I said with the Matt Fury plays, those Matt Fury plays I printed on, it wasn't because I thought, like, I just saw the Matt Fury book and I was like, oh my God, yes, this is going to be it. No, it was because the collective have chose that, and somehow I got sucked into that whole algorithm where, I became somebody who talks about the Matt Fury plays quite a bit. And you'll see that those Matt Fury plays actually do really good. This could be a play right here. Oops. It's never what you guess exactly. It's like who the heck picks the coin to send? It's like there's secret cabal. There is. There I mean 100% that there is. 100%. And sometimes you get lucky and you get in on one of those cabal plays early. And if you're smart, you get out of them just in time before they come right back down. But there's big money moving this market around for sure. This could be a play right here. This one's looking pretty solid. We're seeing the buys and sells kind of coming in really good. If you're friends with them, let me know. Let me know if they let you in. They haven't let me into any circle. I think I don't know. They haven't let me into any circle. I have not been invited to the cabal circles. You guys know which ones they are. You guys try to joke around like you guys don't know. You know where they end up. I don't know. I haven't been invited. This could be the next one. Doge Nari. I would obviously wait for these pullbacks, join this community, but it's just a Doge play that's, trending right now. But I don't see it being like, unless it's some kind of meta that I don't know about. I'd rather do something cute, something like this. The cuter, the better, honestly. The healthier the chart and the cuter the animal, the better. Let me in. The cuter the animal, the better for me. I know this cuteness wins a lot. If it could be super cute, oh my God. So that's adorable. Just buy some of that. Buy some of it. So that's nothing too crazy on Solana. Nothing like we just see a flash of like a bunch of cat coins or a flash of, here goes long coin or long cat. This is what I'm talking about. Would you have guessed that this one was going to be it? Look at this chart. These are those secret plays that they know how to do this for a while. And then by the time you find out about it, it's almost too late. Now you got to wait for a pullback. But this long cat, sheesh, look at that. This could be a play right here. Are we late to the party? Yeah, they know how to do this. Launch it very nice and slow, CTO it, it's not interesting, build it up really slow. Out of nowhere, you see a massive pump and now it's trending. This could be a play right here. So this was launched 8 months ago and long cat definitely's got everybody's attention. And no website needed. You go to the X account and, no signs. Nobody you're following would have told you. There's nothing here, nobody I'm following. So this is just a play that came out, and this cat is adorable. It's a long cat. Who wouldn't want a long cat? Don't try to do super math on this. I don't need big brain right now. If you do big brain on meme coins, or what I found out is you'll think yourself out of it. So you gotta use little brain. Is long cat funny to you? Is it cute that there's a cat that's that long? That's good enough. Is this cat's face cute enough to you? Is that working for you? Could you see this, being funny? Does this make you smile? That's about all the math that you need to do. There's no Telegram group either or nothing. So, this is about as winging it can be, but they got 253K in liquidity, $4.2 million market cap. It's waking up. The minute it breaks 5 million and 10, who knows? Maybe cat coins are back. And then next thing you know, you're going to see, I shouldn't even say it because if I say it, I already know what's going to come out next. I'm not going to even say it. But we'll see more cat coins. I'll just tell you that. We're going to see more of them. This is how you get to find these metas, because just like those useless coins came out with the Unstable Tether 2, you'll see how one of them will pump up Magic Internet Money. Oh, there it goes. It's done. We just got to watch a rug happen live. That's why I said super gambly with no TG, no website. But this is how it happens. You're not, somebody's buying it right back up. Probably the time. That's why I always wait for a pullback. I can never buy a top. You will never catch me buy a top. I'll check it out. I'll look at it. I'll join the Telegram, all that stuff. But I need to see some kind of pullback, because no matter what, I've bought so many times where you have to face a pullback no matter what. So you might as well just wait for one yourself. But there you guys go. Can we watch this one get bought back up live? can we watch this one get bought back up live? You know, now nobody wants it down here. You wish you could have found it down here before it was up here, right? You're like, hey man, damn, how come I didn't know? I wish I could have got some right here. Hey, go. Here, I'm gonna post a contract address. You can buy it right now at that price that you said you wish you got it. And I'm gonna post it right now and let me know if you guys buy it. That's a nice pullback. You know, here you guys go. You guys wish that you guys got in over here before this happened. Are you still buying it right here? What is that with our heads that make us think like that, right? What is that? What's going on with that? Like I'm always curious about that. How we wish we could have got in right here, and now that is an opportunity. Say, hey, I wish I could have got it. That's a healthy correction. You know, I'm pretty sure they're about to spend a bunch of money on marketing, you know, and that could be it. Or it could just go flatline and be nothing. And that's all they wanted to do was, you know, get it kind of exciting, get it pumping, and, you know, get it right up here, get some people to ape in and snatch some money off the table. Because they did get to snatch up quite a bit off the table right there. There we go. You know, looking like $54,000 or something like that. But can it recover? Maybe aping your soul right now. Maybe Long Cat's going to be a play. Maybe the dev sold and now, you know, it's too powerful right now. It's too exciting for everybody to give it up. But it's definitely moving right back up. It definitely is. That liquidity came way down. Sheesh. It was at 2 something. That money got wiped out. So they definitely got the funding. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this one. We'll check it out tomorrow, see what's up with it. Looking forward to the start of the week. I know, like we said earlier, shout out to DJ and Cat. You know, everybody's waiting for the FOMC meeting. You know, the markets are consolidating, but I think this is the time where you guys can either find a solid play, you guys can trade some futures with me, you know, get in early on this stuff, because when it's ugly is when the smart money gets in. You know, when it's like this is when smart money actually gets in. If you felt like getting in up here and not down here, you got to switch that up. Just bought that? Okay, there you go. I think that's smart money right there, honestly. I think that was a smart move. Now, plan your trade and trade your plan. Okay, you got in. Say, hey, they like to pull this thing right back down before that $5 million market cap. Maybe I take half my initial, or take my initial out at 3 million and let the rest ride as a moon bag. But you better, you know, have the other side of that coin mapped out. Like, hey, what am I going to do? I'm going to plan this trade, and I'm going to trade that plan no matter what. I don't care if they shake Elon's hand. I don't care if they do this, if they do a backflip, because I'm practicing my discipline, right? The discipline is going to make you a consistent winner when it comes to this. So whatever your entry is, say, cool, I'm cool with that entry. Let's see if this sucker can go to this, and I'm going to get the heck out of it, or I'll sell 75% of it and leave 25% as a moon bag. But come up with that scenario in your head. So like that, when you come to that part of the bridge that you're going to have to cross, you either cross that bridge or you jump off that thing, right? And you're like, oh, that's it. It's done. Dump everything. Forget crossing the bridge. It's done, right? So, all right, let's take a look at BTC once again. Let's look at what we got going on. Still no daily print on the daily candle as far as the blunt house. We still got the long signal set. Parabolic star on the bottom. Green candle still present. You know, market's definitely just really boring. This 4-hour chart. Let's get this parabolic star on the bottom. BTC breaks this point of control. 111 breaks the 200 moving average. 112, we go to 115 and start having that, you know, 120 talk once again, and everybody gets excited. Or most likely it consolidates for quite a little bit, squeezes a lot of people out, gets pretty boring, and then, you know, FOMC meeting is bullish, and then we see a big green candle on the chart. Some people think it's priced in already. You guys let me know. Do you guys think it's priced in the FOMC meeting? I don't think it is personally, because the conversations between Trump and Jerome Powell have not been that good. And I don't know how you could have priced in the cuts when their relationship didn't look like it was that stable, nor were they seen eye to eye, nor were there any clear indications of when or how it was going to happen. So I think big money just stood on the sideline and have been on the sidelines till they had a clear indication or two when they reached a moment where they couldn't BS no more around. It was like, all right, we're going to cut them. That's just what we're going to do because now we can't prolong this no more. We're going to cut them. I'm not sure if that's priced in just yet. So we'll see when we get that news. I think we're going to see a green candle on the chart most likely because we've been waiting for this for a while. And so we'll keep an eye on that. BTC breaking past this 200 moving average would be really nice and start to, march towards this upper value range of 118. I would start to look at CFX if you guys are looking to trade futures on the link that I share, that referral code for BYDFi. Come over here to CFX because it's about to make it very easy for you as this trend is already starting to reverse around, right? You see this? This is when the CFX thing starts to get really exciting. We're waiting for this break over these moving averages where this thing turns into a runner and possibly coming back up into that 20 cents mark and, printing quite a bit so appreciate you guys for pulling up, spending some time with me on a Sunday morning. And this was an early stream. Usually we do it really in the afternoon, but excuse me, this was a nice early stream, knocking it out the park. Make sure you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' day. And like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is.